It's a very, very difficult budget at a very, very difficult time.
In the proposed budget estimates, the executive gets the lion's share of the national cake at 1.83 trillion, with judiciary and parliament getting 18.05 billion and 37.7 billion respectively. In the executive, the ministries of Interior, Transport, Defence, Health and Education will get the bigger chunk of the budget. According to the Budget and Appropriation Committee, Treasury has ignored the economic impact of the COVID-19 pandemic while allocating scarce financial resources across the public sector. June Jomo, the Kiambu Member of Parliament and member of the Budget Committee, had this to say.
The department has not been given enough money, taking into consideration the amount of work that it has, especially now with the new novel coronavirus.
A senior financial analyst at Jengis Capital, Chachilo Gutu, says the budget has not captured the magnitude of the health crisis, disastrous flooding and landslides, cholera outbreak, increasing hunger and rising unemployment levels.
KEMRI, the allocation to KEMRI is just looking at the numbers, there's not much meaningful amount which has been allocated to that, and it has to be on the forefront, at least in terms of if you're trying to get a vaccine, at least there could be some allocations towards those research institutes in the health sector, at least to spearhead those efforts.
In the current proposal, the Ministry of Health, which is currently overwhelmed, will see its allocation fall by 2.3 billion to 111.7 billion. The budget for the presidency will grow by 30.1 billion, which will be the biggest adjustment following the inclusion of the Nairobi Metropolitan Service under the docket.
Division of Revenue Bill and subsequent county allocation revenue bill had allocated Nairobi County 15 billion shillings. That's now the equitable allocation towards the county. So Nairobi was given 15 billion, and we have Nairobi Metropolitan Services, which is sort of part of Nairobi County, having an allocation of 27 billion. Question is, where is that money coming from?
According to the Budget Appropriation Committee, the proposal by the National Treasury to borrow 904.7 billion, which is an 18% increase from 768.8 billion borrowed in 2019 to 2020, is likely to throw the country off balance.
We have always insisted that we should have a balanced budget, a budget where we will have enough revenue to finance the budget that we have, but we are always falling we're always having shortfalls.
Public debt at around 900 billion shillings, so 900 billion shillings, of which the interest component of that is around half of it, close to around 450 billion shillings. So that means that we have a revenue target of 1.8 trillion shillings. For 50 billion of that, which is a third of it, is going to service the debt, even before we think about even other issues, and that is a concern.
Winnie Kimodo, a PKF tax expert, says the proposed stimulus will not be easy to realize, given that it comes after the National Treasury reduced income tax rates for individuals as well as corporate income tax rate from 30% to 25% respectively to cushion Kenyans against COVID-19.
You're looking at reduced capital allowances, meaning even if as much as you're going to be paying corporation tax at 25% rate as opposed to 30% rate, the capital allowances that you're going to claim, they're lower. People used to claim investment deductions at 150%. The same has been denied. It has gone to 50% actually.
Cabinet Secretary for National Treasury Ukuri Yatani is set to table the spending plan of 2020 to 2021 in Parliament this Thursday. And one of the key focus is reviving the economy and livelihoods of Kenyans that have been battered by COVID-19. Sarah Adam, K24, Nairobi.